All right, so let's talk about securing your sliding glass door. I know a lot of people have these in their houses, and if you're watching this video right now, then you probably do too. So anyway, first off, most of them have this little lock here or something similar. Completely worthless. Those are, I mean, yeah, I mean, they'll stop somebody for a couple seconds maybe if they really want to get in. So if you have a lock like this or anything similar to this, it's basically worthless. So the first thing you want to do to keep burglars, home invaders, and whatever out of your house, it's very, very simple and cheap. Just put a dowel in there. You can see this here. Just have a wooden dowel. Costs a few bucks at your local hardware store, and there's no way that door is opening with that in there. So you've already secured it big time just by doing that. Yeah, don't mind all my cushions out there. It was just raining, so I had to take them off the outdoor couch area here. So anyway, a dowel is something that's very quick, very cheap, very easy. Something you can do right now for a couple bucks in a few minutes of your time to secure your sliding door much, much more than it already is. Yeah, so just never rely on these locks. Any lock your sliding door came with, or almost any other lock that it probably has, you definitely don't want to rely on. I would highly recommend putting a dowel. They have actual things you can buy to put there in your track, but they're going to cost you a lot more, and they aren't going to be any more effective than that is. And if you want it to blend in, you could always paint it, get a different color or whatever. But you can barely tell they're even there when you're just going about your daily business. So definitely do that. And another thing that you probably do not know or do not realize is that you can lift these doors right off the track quite easily. This is not something that I knew not all that long ago. But I watched a friend of mine or a neighbor of mine actually break into their own house because they lost their key or locked themselves out. All they did was go around back and lift their door off. I couldn't believe it. And then I was talking to a friend of mine who does home remodeling and construction and whatever. He's kind of like a handyman. And he said the same thing. He said, oh yeah, if you ever wanted to break into a house, then he would just lift off the sliding glass door straight out of the frame and walk right in. Apparently it's a lot easier than you think it is. And so again, it's very, very simple to prevent that. All you have to do is, hopefully you can see these, put a few screws up here in the frame to stop it from being lifted. Now you probably can't see it on the video, but these are screwed in just high enough or just far enough to where the door will still slide underneath them, and you cannot lift it up. It just will not happen. So those two things right there, yeah, putting screws up here, dowel down there, and you just made it virtually impossible to get in your back door or your sliding glass door. I mean, of course, if somebody is bound and determined to get in there, they could break the glass, but 99.9% of the time, that's just not going to happen. Burglars, home invaders are usually looking for the path of least resistance. So they come back here, they try to open it, they know that these locks don't work. Oh, it won't open because you have a dowel. They think, oh, I'll lift it off. It won't do that because you have screws up there. And yeah, they're probably just going to give up. And all of this is going to cost you a few cents. I mean, I don't know, those screws are a few cents each probably. Dowel's a few bucks. And it'd take you 10 minutes of your time to put them in here. And yeah, and also remember that The second most way that people, home invaders, burglars, come into a house is through the back door, other than the front door. This is the second most way that they come through. So it definitely is a good idea to secure this. And yeah, super cheap, super fast, super easy. Just one more way to secure your house. So yeah, well, that's about it for this video, and we'll continue on with more easy do-it-yourself home security options very soon. Thank you.